So in other TV news, we talked about this before. Jordan Peele is being given the keys to the Twilight Zone reboot, remake. And my main worry is how political is he going to be? Mm-hmm. He's only done political things. I'm black, and being black sucks in America. That's pretty much everything he's done.
His career.
So, I'm like, okay, I'll give it a chance. I love Twilight Zone. Arguably the greatest television show ever made.
Yes.
In my list of entertainment things of all time, Twilight Zone's top 5.
Yeah.
It's that amazing.
And if you want to bring it to either a sci-fi or a fantasy, it could be easily someone's top number 1.
Yeah, I mean, Twilight Zone and Star Trek and Star Wars are the pinnacles of science fiction in my mind.
Yeah.
And those because Twilight Zone because of the social commentaries, but weaving in good stories and showing all sides of things and not just one side, which Jordan Peele's only been able to show one side. And going into the quotes, this is a story that came from comingsoon.net. And I'm going to start with the good quote. Simon Kinberg, he's done lots of stuff with Marvel and he's produced tons of shows. Here's his quote. The Twilight Zone was a touchstone in my life. I agree, me too. Mm-hmm. The opportunity to continue its lineage is a dream come true, so I'm thrilled to be doing with Jordan and Marco as a team of CBS All Access. And that's another thing we learned, it's going to be on CBS All Access. Wah, wah, wah. Mm-hmm. But that quote makes you think, if he cared about the original series, it looks like he might...
Yeah, he might continue,
understand Rod Sterling's vision.
Yeah, he can continue that tradition of great storytelling.
But here is the quote that literally... kills it for me because I knew this is exactly what was going to happen. So this is Jordan Peele, executive producer, creator, king of kings. Too many times this year, it felt like we were living in a Twilight Zone. I can't think of a better moment to reintroduce it to modern audiences.
And here we go.
Oh, God, no escape.
Nope.
No escapism. We're going to shove Trump. We're going to shove Republicans. We're going to shove everything that we don't like about them in your face every week on a weekly show.
Yep.
Because no other show does that, right? No. Oh, wait a minute. Every freaking show does that.
You're going to probably get one about gun control.
There's going to be the illegal immigrant one.
The environmental one.
Black people are slaves. Environmental one. The
gun control.
the refugee one. Gun control. Everything's going to be a far left leaning storyline. That quote tells me that exactly.
Yeah, and what I'm hoping...
How about the Twilight Zone where Al Franken has to leave because he's sexually assaulted women? How about that storyline? Oh, that storyline won't happen.
Yeah.
Or it won't be a Democrat if it is.
Well, the thing is, what I'm hoping for is that since he's with the team, they can kind of reel each other in. If one's going too far to the left or the right, they can kind of be like, hey, remember, guys, we're making stories here. We're making Twilight Zone episodes. We're not on the freaking stage making jokes.
I'm going to say this right now, and I already made parallels and said this before. You will never see a majority role episode on there. You will never see
exactly.
that. Never.
And that was an episode of the Orville where they went to it's a very Trek-like show. They go to a planet where everything is ruled by social media. Yeah. So if you do something that's deemed unworthy of the internet, you can get so many quote-unquote downvotes that you get arrested.
Yeah.
And if your downvotes get low enough, they'll take you and do a lobotomy on you.
Yeah,
so that goes to show,
you.
Yeah, and that's a very leftist utopia right there, where every slight that you make, you use the wrong pronoun for someone, downvote him, send him to jail.
But the thing is, it's shown in a negative way.
Yeah.
In Orville, but it won't be shown in a negative way.
So just from that quote alone, you can tell it's going to be everything that they're dying to think that is true.
You know what? Maybe he's talking. Maybe he
We're
was.
going to guarantee an episode called "The Wall," where everyone's being killed in Mexico because the evil Americans won't let them cross over.
Or it'll be an American type of country. It'll be something like that.
Or you know what? Maybe he's talking about the Cubs winning the World Series.
Yeah,
He's not a Cubs fan.
That was a Twilight.
There you go. The Cubbies, no. What about there'll be one like maybe even on touchy subjects like abortion. They'll do that and they'll try to do all
and how
that.
it saved people's lives and it was the greatest thing of all time.
Yeah.
I have no trust after reading that quote that this is going to be anything but far leftist propaganda episodes.
Yeah,
and I'm fearful of that because I don't want it to be.
You're sullying the name of Twilight Zone. Why can't this be called Jordan Peele's Nighttime Stories or something?
Yeah, just do a leftist thing. Why are you ruining one of our favorite franchises?
Because they're going to get people to watch it because it has a Twilight Zone title on it, and that is not fair.
Yeah.
Discovery did it to Star Trek, and it's not fair, and it irritates the hell out of me that let's take this thing, ruin it, you used to like Twilight Zone, like it now.
CBS is taking their two pillars that they have when it comes to pop culture icons in Star Trek and Twilight Zone, and we're going to bash it with a bat. That's what we're going to do.
You can show both sides of something.
That's what I'm saying.
Will there be a side where it showed that abortion got out of control and it actually started wiping out the African American population because that is where abortion is targeted at?
Exactly.
But no, they're never would touch that.
Or
No.
what if they did an episode about the wall and they showed both sides? Like, yeah, it keeps people out, but it also keeps our enemies out.
Yeah, and also Keith, to look at crime went way down.
Exactly, stuff like
But
that.
is crime way down worth little Lupita not getting,
Exactly.
That's
and,
ridiculous.
And that's what I'm saying, because you got to show both sides. You got to. Twilight Zone was really good at that. Twilight Zone was always very good about saying, like, hey, if this person really wanted this, yeah, he can get it, but there's consequences.
And you brought up majority rule from the Orville. Let's bring
Yes.
up a classic Twilight Zone episode, The Obsolete Man.
Yes.
That goes to show you a leftist utopian society. Basically, the storyline is there's a librarian, he's an old man, he has to go and plead his case why he's useful to the state.
Yes.
You're a librarian, we don't need books anymore. You're an old man, you don't prevent the society. So basically, you get liquidated, so that you get to choose how you die. And, that's their pleasantry because you're not of use to the state. You don't bring in taxes, you don't provide a
And
service.
you believe in God. That's even worse.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and then
even
he
worse.
believes in that old fifth religion. It's so stupid. So now they basically liquidate him. He goes, I want to be killed on TV. I want everyone to see me. Oh, you want to be a star? Okay, we can set that up for you. And then he goes, I want you to be there too to see it. And he didn't tell him how he's going to die. And he's there in the room. He's like, oh, so you're going to spend your last moments on TV. And it's like, oh, I wanted to be killed by a bomb to blow up my room. And you're in here with me. The door's locked.
Yeah, we locked the
And then he's
door.
like, you're going to sit here with me and I'm going to read the Bible. So he just reads the Bible live on TV for however long before the bomb. And the guy who was the guy who tried him, basically like the judge, he's in there, he's sweating bullets, he doesn't want to die. Then he starts begging for his life. Let me out, let me out, let me out. Lets him out. Old man stays in the room, boom, blows up, he dies. But he showed that he was a coward.
Yep.
And then they judge him. He's obsolete. And they keep saying that obsolete, obsolete. They grab him, they drag him down. There's your perfect society.
Yeah.
There's your perfect leftist utopian society where you have to bring to the
By the
state.
state.
There is only the state. There is not the individual. It is that communism perfect.
Yeah.
Shows you how horrible that would be.
And exactly.
Well, that happened in anything near
And the
that.
librarian was played by the famous Roger Meredith.
Yeah.
He
Yeah.
played Penguin in the original Batman. and
He was-
He was all over
Yeah,
Twilight
he was,
Zone.
yeah, he's also the coach.
He's
and
phenomenal in
Rocky.
each one.
He was,
And then on the same token, though, they have episodes like the crazy man that was always super judgy about everyone. How he's like, oh, this guy's a communist. I'm going to get him blackmailed from this and that. Oh, this person, doctor had someone on his operating table and they died. Well, he's a murderer. And this guy that was super ultra judgy, almost beyond,
Yeah.
he's like, oh, I want to make all these evil people only.
Oh,
three
I'm the righteous one. And
Yes, and I love that because that was the opposite. That's the opposite of being like, well, I'm the supreme. I'm better than everyone.
And the one where the German officer went back to the Auschwitz and he was
Yes.
like being tried by all the people he killed in the concentration camps. Powerful, strong episodes. We're only going to get the again, I'm sorry, this is political, but it just
Yeah.
boils my blood to know that Twilight Zone is going to be dragged through the mud to push a leftist agenda.
And-
the transgender episode, guaranteed.
Here's
Oh,
the thing
yes.
that gets me so mad too is, guys, you have to understand. We wouldn't want to bring this up, but you're messing with our great franchises, things that we love. Star Trek,
Yes.
Twilight Zone. Leave our franchise alone. Leave Marvel alone. Just do your own thing.
If you're going to do nothing Twilight Zone wise, and you're going to just do all these random stories, just call it Jordan Peele presents Stories After Midnight,
Yeah.
or
Yeah.
the dusk, the midnight hour. Just call it
Yeah.
And
something.
not only that, we're even getting even good stories in general. They're not even political, like the guy with the monster on the plane. We're gonna get that episode. We're gonna get the guy where time's frozen. He's read all his books and his glasses breaks, and now he can't read those books.
the monster on Maple Street.
Yeah.
Another
Exactly.
one showing about when push comes to shove, how far is a human being willing to push to save their family? Will you become a monster and kill your neighbor? See, that's a good political message where it's not Democrat or Republican or left or right
It's
or
just social
liberal.
commentary.
It's just commentary on human beings. And are they going to show that people can be fallible everywhere, not just fallible on conservative principles?
Exactly.
Or even the one I thought was also good has to do with also you get everything you want, where that guy's in that casino winning all this money. He's like, how come I don't feel
died.
good about it? He died. He's in
He
hell.
thought he went to heaven.
He went to
Yeah,
hell.
yeah, he
This
went
is
to
your
hell.
hell because
can
you're
never
getting
lose.
everything you want.
He never
But not
loses,
happy.
gets everything he wants, but a gambler kind of wants that thrill of losing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then he gets bored with it. He's like, can we stop? He's like, no. He's like, what kind of heaven is this? He's like, I never told you you were in heaven.
No.
Oh, that was a twist.
See,
Yeah.
again, that's also the decadent thing with rationalism. Oh, you get everything you want. You get everything on demand. It doesn't make you happy in the end.
And then another good episode, I think, too, was the whole man and woman, the only ones left on the earth, and they were on the opposite sides of the war.
Yeah.
So that was a good one, too, where it's like, at this point, we're just humans now. There is no other side and this side. We just need to come together because we're going to live out our lives together, regardless of what you think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't trust Jordan Peele. I don't. I do not trust him. He's only done one thing. It was a racial story. That's all he's done. And then a comedy stuff. So,
and then again, it wasn't even. I don't think it's even the appropriate thing, in my opinion, personally. I don't think it was even the right thing to think about in that situation.
yeah, what was it again? Was it called Get Out?
Get out. No.
I think that's basically, white people are stealing black people to steal their bodies because it's just a weird, again, it's a racist story because we're the most racist place in the universe.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm sorry if this gets flagged, demonetized. I don't care. I just don't want to see my classic franchises being dragged through the mud, just like Trek was with Discovery. Just make something else.
And we've seen other YouTubers that fight this cause, like on the comic book front.
Yeah.
And it's like he just wants you to do better stories, but he's getting blasted in all sides.
It's just why don't make a new character? Write your own story. Do your own thing. Don't take something from the past and say, you know what? Remember all those good morals you learned? Haha, I'm going to show you the real versions and the real creators in here to stop you.
No.
And that pisses me off.
And also what's sad too about it is like you said, make your own show. Like when Several Prime said they said no to him probably to Star Trek, he's like, I'll make Orville. I'll make my own thing.
Yeah.
Do that.
And it was great.
And it was great.
It turned out amazing.
It turned out amazing.
Yeah.
Maybe this would too if he said, these are my own ideas, my own views on things, and I want to do my own show.
But they're going to trick you with the Twilight Zone.
Exactly. They might
do you even dare watch it?
I will watch it because it's Twilight Zone and I will give it a shot. But my goodness, my expectations are at -10. Just again, we did it with Trek. We watched it again. Watch our reviews of Star Trek Discovery. They were a hoot. You'll love them.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
But we'll do it because it means something to me. And if these stories get so bad, I might even stop mid-episode and just stop my review.
Another thing is another thing I'm worried about, how mature is it going to be since it's on All Access? It could go rated R.
Oh, just spoiler alerts. There's a rape scene in Star Trek Discovery.
Yeah.
Nudity, cussing. I can't wait to see this. This is going to be just magical. This isn't Tales from the Crypt. This is Twilight Zone. But it's going to be so, again, the raunchiness. They didn't even bring that up. It's probably going to be super rated R.
I hope not.
We got Black Mirror for that. Let
Exactly.
Black Mirror be the dirty.
And also, what I'm fearing is this is going to happen. You're going to get classic episode where they keep it kind of the same. Classic, super left craziness. And then they'll have like classics mixed in. So it's like, it's going to be a horrible cake. Because in the center, it's gonna have,
I don't know.
it's going to be like the nice frosting with the classic episode, and then it's going to get down to where it's like, oh, here's my little one.
And Twilight Zone in the past, even when they did the movies in the 80s and the show in the 80s, they would make sure to get directors that loved Twilight Zone, that understood what Twilight Zone was trying to say. And it's one of those sacred cows of our pulp culture that we're taken care of. Now we're not feeling that at all.
Exactly.
It's like, here you go, here it is, P.O., go with it.
This is that first quote, which we liked, where he's like, "Oh, I can't wait to do this."
It was a touchstone in my life, and I'm
then,
excited to bring it back.
And this guy just reflected on
Peel,
himself.
he makes it all about himself because that's all he can do.
That's ridiculous.
And he can't say something like, "Oh yeah, Twilight Zone, that's going to be great."
Yeah, I grew up watching Twilight Zone. It made me think about a lot of different situations, and I got some ideas that I can bring to the table. He went straight for exactly what you thought he was going to say.
Yeah.
Thanks for not surprising me at all, Mr. Peel. Thank you.
Yep. Ugh.